Breaking news this afternoon as composite five-star quarterback DJ Lagway commits to the Florida Gators. He is a 2024 quarterback, so just finished his junior year, but 'tis the season for the 2024 class to start committing, and it always starts with the top quarterbacks. We have Dylan Raiola committed to Ohio State already. CJ Carr is committed to Notre Dame. And Lagway is another top 5 prospect at the quarterback position that has now made his commitment public, and it will be to Billy Napier and the Florida Gators. Lagway is a composite 5-star, like I said. 24/7 composite has him as a top 25 player in the country, QB4 overall. He's rated a little bit higher at on 3, which he is 7th nationally and the second quarterback on their list. This is a guy who offers dual threat capability. He just finished his junior year and threw for 2,000 yards at about 10 yards per attempt. You love to see that. 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions through the air. And then 500 yards on the ground, 7 more touchdowns. So he is a true dual threat. If you watch him, definitely has kind of that Cam Newton build. He's 6'2", 6'3", 220 plus pounds already. And that is as a junior who just finished his 3rd year in high school. He's got that kind of build. He is a good, tough runner. He can get up to long speed. I wouldn't say he's, super shifty in the open field the way, say, Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray or Mike Vick is, but more of that Cam Newton style, maybe a Jalen Hurts style runner. Certainly can get the job done, and I think he'll be able to be a true dual threat at the college level and then on to the NFL should that be in his future, which I personally think is possible. As a passer, shows that there could be some work to do in the pocket. I think when he's inside of structure, he actually looks a little less comfortable than when he's outside of structure. So that's something as he matures, I think will come to him. He's got the ability to do all that off-platform stuff that's in vogue right now. It definitely creates some eye-popping plays. He'll be rolling out to the side and he can flick it sidearm to a guy across field. He's done a lot of that both on his sophomore tape and his junior tape. So I think the athleticism is there. The ability to make eye-popping plays is there. Like most players at this level, he'll need to develop that consistent, quarterback in the pocket, inside of structure when that is called for. But otherwise, looks like a fantastic get for the Gators. And honestly, in the bigger scope of things, he will now come in the 2024 class. Rashada, as we know, is their 2023 quarterback. So he'll come in with a year under Rashada. Presumably, Rashada plays that sophomore year, and that will be DJ Lagway's freshman year. And then there will be a legitimate battle, I would imagine, in 2025 to see who starts for the Florida Gators. It's a great problem to have. That is the type of situation that big-time programs have. 2 great quarterbacks battling it out to see who wins. That is what goes on at Alabama. That's what goes on at Ohio State. That's what goes on at Georgia, kind of, maybe. But Clemson, these teams that are always in the running, they have multiple guys who you want to fight and see who's the best player. That's what Florida's setting themselves up for. That is very interesting on the bigger picture of recruiting right now with what Billy Napier is trying to do down there. The 2023 class coming together, going to finish right around the top 10, I think. They did get a fairly big-name quarterback, but now in 2024, you have a huge, massive quarterback, 5-star on the composite, coming in, early commitment in December. So this is about 18 months before he's going to come to campus, and he's already said, I want to recruit and build the number 1 class in the country. Huge implications for the state of recruiting at the University of Florida. We haven't seen anything like this since the days when they brought in like that Tebow, Harvin, Brandon Spikes class. I think the Pouncey twins were there too. That was a fundamentally program-changing class in the mid-2000s. And now you have DJ Lagway, Miles Graham, a linebacker, a 5-star guy. You have a couple other 5-stars sniffing around the program right now that probably then commit with this, Lagway in hand. So I think it is a huge trajectory change for Florida. and puts them on track to maybe be back. I don't know. Sounds pretty exciting. But DJ Lagway committed to Florida, great player, should be very exciting for the next few years at the University of Florida in Gainesville.